Welcome to Sparrow Vision with your host, Dr. William Sparrow.
Thank you. I am your host, Dr. Sparrow. This is where we play music videos, movie reviews, anything we can sit back, relax, and have a good time. I have another story I'd like to share with you. This one is called Chaos in the Streets. As a man was awakened by his alarm clock, he would slowly get up, make his way to the kitchen, make a pot of coffee, and read the morning paper. The first thing he read was companies, farmers, warehouses were looking for people to protect their crops, their businesses from looters, and they had the right to shoot on sight. And he was shaking his head. He was like, What? What? I can't believe what I'm reading. This has to be a joke. The more he read, the more he realized it wasn't a joke. He turned on the TV, but all he got was that awful, awful noise. No broadcast, no news, no nothing. He goes to his neighbor and says, What is going on? His neighbor said, Haven't you heard? Everything now belongs to the government. We have a shortage of food and pretty much general things that people need to get by with. And the government has announced that we are now have to defend for ourselves. And he's like, I don't understand. And when he said that, the rage started going off. The sirens everywhere. And it's frightening. It frightened him so bad he got into his car and drove out of town. The next town he come to, as soon as he drove into town, people were fighting and shoving and breaking into stores and stealing everything they can. There was gunfire in the streets, and people were dying left and right, and just being left there. And he tried his best to get out of town before he was shot and killed himself. He'd come across a local church, and he hurried up and got inside and talked to the pastor. And the pastor said, Haven't you heard? The government has announced that everyone has to defend for themselves. We have a shortage of food and just about anything that we need to get by with. And people are scared. So they are stealing everything they can, just trying to survive. I suggest you go home, barricade yourself in your house, and protect what you have. He ran out, got into his car to head back home. Every place he went to, there was the same chaotic scenes. People breaking into stores, stealing everything they can get their hands on. Gunfire all around. People dying in the streets. He hurried up, got home, barricaded himself into his house, and cried. He cried so hard he fell asleep. Then he woke up to the alarm clock. He was afraid to get up. He was afraid of what was going to happen. And then he heard that familiar sound. On the TV was an episode of The Twilight Zone. And he opened his eyes more and was looking at the TV. And the story was Chaos in the Streets. Then he realized what had happened. The TV was going while he was sleeping, and everything that was going on TV was in his dream. He opened up his window to look outside, and everything was peaceful. People were going about their own business. Nothing was going on. He turned the channel on the TV to the news. The news was reporting regular activities. He opened up the paper. All the same stories. Nothing changed. Same old headlines, same old stories. he goes to his next door neighbor and started talking to him about the dream he had. He said, "Oh my gosh, you must have been watching The Twilight Zone from last night. That was one of the episodes, Chaos in the Street. It was so popular that they started playing it back to back to back." And he went home and turned on the TV to The Twilight Zone, and sure enough, Chaos in the Streets was repeating over and over and over. The end. I hope you like that story as much as I like telling it. If you do, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share it around. If you have a story, I would love to hear about it. You can either text me, make a comment on this video, or even give me a call at 765-388-4672. We can share the story, or we can keep it to ourselves. You don't even have to say your name if you don't want to, but I would like to hear from you. Until next time.